but it was well worth it as it was a toxic environment. Oh, then yes, then we're happy. My question is, how can an introverted person become a successful leader? It's a good question. So, believe it or not, I'm an introvert. I am uncomfortable in large crowds. If there's a big party, I usually stand in a corner by myself. I'm not uncomfortable. I'm just fine over there. People think there's something wrong. There's not. I'm just introverted. I prefer the company of a few people rather than more people. And believe it or not, being an introvert helps me actually be a better speaker because I don't like holding court. I like talking to one person and not lots of people. So your question is, how can an introvert become a successful leader? So I like Susan Cain's definition of introvert. Introversion has nothing to do with being socially awkward. That's a different thing. I'm not socially awkward, I'm just introverted. I guess I can be socially awkward too. Her definition, which I really like, is an introvert starts out the day with 5 coins, and every time they have a social interaction, they spend a coin. At the end of the day, they're exhausted, they're spent. Whereas an extrovert starts out a day with 0 coins, and every social interaction they have, they get a coin. At the end of the day, they feel rich. Being around people gives extroverts energy. Being around people takes energy away from introverts. I get exhausted after I give a speech. I get exhausted after I go to any kind of bar or social, even a party. I get absolutely exhausted. So being an extrovert or an introvert actually has nothing to do with how good a leader we can be. It's, are we committed to the people around us? And sometimes introverts are better because they spend that one-on-one time. They're very comfortable spending that one-on-one time talking to people, ask them how they're doing, rather than just holding court and having town hall meetings, for example, and telling people. So believe it or not, a lot of the great leaders that I've met over the years all are introverts, and they overcome their discomfort because it's the right thing to do. It's one of the sacrifices they make because it's the right thing to do for their people.